Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today in this video I'll be going over and showing you some customization options that can be found on the Razer Blackwidow Chroma. Right now you can see that for this keyboard it is set to one of the lighting effects that can be found on this keyboard. It's called spectrum cycling, and for this keyboard there's actually many different effects that you can have. We have the breathing one, we have the reactive one, and of course you can set the color for that as well. We have the static one, the wave, which is the rainbow one, and the last one we have is the ripple. And this one you can also set what colors that you can have. But the purpose of this video today is not to show you the basic effects, it's actually to show you how you can go from a very static, very basic color, like so, to a more interesting one that you can customize yourself. And this is one of the examples that I have that I spent customizing. So today I'm going to show you what you can do to go from the original standard effects to the one that I have here. To show you first, I'm going to open the default one, and what you have to do is go into Chroma Configurator. So once you open Chroma Configurator, you can see that we have a lot of different settings, key presets. So this one shows all the different numbers or FN keys, number rows, and so forth. And on the bottom we can actually have different kinds that you can add on. And here you can actually see that these ones are the same as the effects that we have originally, but instead you can actually mix and match them according to what you want to do. And to show you more of how that works, I'm actually going to open the preset that I already have, and I'll show you exactly what it's like after you customize everything. So right now you can see that here I already have several effect layers. We have wave, static, spectrum cycling, and ripple. And what happens for this keyboard when I press it is that it does the ripple effect, but it also keeps a static effect on certain keys and places. Also, you can see that some of the keys are different. The ones on the top are actually doing a spectrum cycling, and the ones that are on the side, the M1 to M5, are doing a wave. And of course we have these ones that are static and configured according to what color that I want. And so to show you that, the first thing that I can do is go to the ripple. So right now I can open up the ripple, and you can see on the screen that I have the ripple for all of the effects, and you can see that they're all selected here. And when that is selected, it shows all the ripple effects. So after I have that as a base design, then what I can do is look at the next ones. So maybe the first one we can look at is the static, which is a lot of the colors that are not moving. We can see that the numpad isn't moving, the colors aren't changing, and you can see a lot of the keys here aren't changing as well. So we can just open up the static here, and you can see here that we have different colors and so forth for whatever keys that we have. So we can see that for the arrow keys we have a nice static blue color, and then for the other ones, the letters, we have a very light white color, and from that you can see it's reflected on the keyboard itself. I chose a lighter color because in order for the ripple to show up, it needs to be a bit lighter. Certainly if I were to turn it up a bit more, it would also appear as well, but that's not the point that we're doing right now. So you can see that what you do is you can select what keys you want to illuminate. Say if I want these ones to also have a static color, I just hit Control on my keyboard and I select them, and I can also deselect them. I can also select them separately and choose whatever way I want to do. If you hover over it, it will show what kind of effects there are, such as the key press and so forth. So what happens is that what you can do is very simply set up static color like what I did here, then after you can add a ripple that goes on top. And keep in mind, the order that you have also shows what effects that you want. So the reason why the ripple shows right now is because the ripple is on the top, and therefore when I press it, it'll be able to work. And so basically what I did was I chose the base colors that are static. So these ones are the light blue, this is the more baby blue, we have the red here, and we have the very light gray for the letters. The next thing I did was just select spectrum cycling, which is the F keyboards, the F letters, and these keys. So these ones, they're going through a spectrum cycling where the colors just change, and from that you can see that despite it changing, it still has an effect when you press it, and that's because the ripple effect is still on the top. So instead of doing just a simple one, if you wanted to, you could just add some of this. The last thing that we have is actually the second wave, which is for the M1s, and so these ones are for the M1s to M5. These are the hotkeys that you can set to whatever you want. And we have the wave for this one. And the reason why I chose the wave for the logo is because I want it to be sort of a pulsing motion, and the wave is one way to do that because you can set what color you want depending on what we have. I hope in this video you have learned more about how to use Razer's Blackwidow Chroma. I hope it has informed you about the different functions that it has and what you can do to customize it. Thank you very much for watching. Leave your comments, suggestions, and questions below. I will see you next time. Bye bye.